Week 2 of the Seattle Seahawks OTA practices are officially in the books. And with that being said, we have a lot of news, notes, highlights, observations to go over in this video. And yeah, I'm going to be covering it all. Before we get into that though, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all of the Seahawks media members, man. They do such a good job getting out this film, getting out these highlights, and allowing us to post over it with the commentary, with breaking down some news and notes. So make sure you guys go follow them. You'll see their ats on the top right corner of your screen. If you guys want instant highlights, observations, takeaways from practice, make sure you guys go follow Corbin K. Smith, Bob Condata, and Greg Bell as well, man. Big shout out to those guys. Worked very, very hard to get this footage out for you guys, and that's why we have it. That's why we're able to make this video. So go follow them, and also comment down below a player or maybe two players that you think could absolutely break out this season for the Seattle Seahawks, whether it's a rookie, a second-year player, a veteran, maybe someone who they just brought over in free agency. Let me know who you guys think could break out this season for the Seahawks. In my opinion, I really think Jerome Baker is going to make such a big impact for this linebacker core here in Seattle. But also another guy I'm really high on is, JSN. I think he's going to take a massive jump up, a massive step up from last year, and just be that go-to guy here for Geno Smith and Sam Howell throughout the entirety of the offseason as we head into mandatory minicamp and training camp and preseason and whatnot. But with that being said, let's dive a little bit into the video. And, good timing. The reason I bring up JSN is because the dude has been so good so far in OTAs. And I get it. Take everything with a grain of salt. There's no pads. There's no helmet, or there's no contact, I should say. There's helmets. But everything just take with a grain of salt. We will know more once the pads do come on. But JSN has been fitting in really well with Ryan Grubb's offense, and I think after the last couple of days here, I can kind of tell he's going to be the focal point of this offense, getting him the football and making him just get out early and give him some space, let him go, right? Let him show what he can do once he has the football in his hands, right? But he's been linking up with not only big time plays but touchdowns as well, right? They're looking for him in red zone situations, right? And that's something that you just love to see, right? I think he's got maybe 5 touchdowns, I think, just in one day of practice, right? And 3 of those scores came against star cornerback Devon Witherspoon as well, who, I would say played good coverage versus him. He just went up there and made, better catches, right? He's one of those guys that is starting to become, a 50-50 ball guy, but also makes it 60-40. Now, that's the progression that he's made throughout the offseason. Does a really good job boxing out his defender and, getting up to the catch point, just having strong hands, right? So want to see him continue to progress, but right now it seems like it is full speed for JSN in this offense. So that has been really fun to watch as he's dueling with Devon Witherspoon and some of these other guys here in this defense. And I think iron does sharpen iron. In this case, Mike MacDonald really trying to set up this defense for next season. We know what he's done in Baltimore with having two of the best defenses in football over the past 2 seasons. I think he can, create that similar type of style of play here in Seattle, especially with the Devon Witherspoons, the Tariq Woolens, the Rayshawn Jenkins, the Julian Loves, Michael Jackson, right? And then you draft 2 guys from Auburn, and Nehemiah Pritchard and DJ James Stelp, Kobe Bryant, Kavon Wallace, and Trey Brown. This is a very deep secondary, and I think a lot of these guys have a ton of potential. And then you look at the front 4 with Boye Mafe and Leonard Williams, Jerron Reed, Draymond Jones, Uchenna Nwosu. I mean, dude, they're going to be drawing a lot of pressure to the quarterback, making their lives even harder, but also going to create easy interceptions and turnovers for this defense over here as well. So I'm very excited to see how that continues to develop. Sam Howell is starting to progress. I feel like he started off very slow, but he's starting to ramp it up, trying to get better, dive into the playbook, learn the plays, and really just facilitate this offense. Right now, before we get any further into this video, I need you guys to do me a massive favor. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Seahawks throughout the entirety of the offseason. Now, what does that include, you may ask? The rest of OTAs, mandatory minicamp, training camp, preseason, regular season, everything you could think of, we've got you guys covered. So make sure you guys join the family. We're going to be doing it all year long. So definitely appreciate you guys coming through, and let's get back into the video. So like I was saying, Sam Howell definitely making a strong impression this second week. You know, besides that first week, slow start, but now started to play really, really well. He's had some really good throws. I think he had a dart over in between two defenders, two undrafted rookie tight end Jack Westover. So that was a nice little throw. A few plays later, had another bullet to tight end Tyler Mabry on a quick curl for another score. And then he had a nice little lofted up one there to Laviska Shenault, putting it right on the money. Another just big time throw by Sam Howell. And I think Mike MacDonald is actually very pleased. Now, the biggest thing coming into this season was, who is the starting quarterback going to be, right? We thought Geno Smith had the upper hand, but since they brought in a new coaching staff, it was pretty much an open battle. And I feel like Sam Howell has done a really good job so far, just, you know, giving the coaches a little bit more to talk about before they announce who the starting quarterback is going to be. And we're still ways away out until that happens, right? We're probably still maybe a month or 2 months out until training camp happens. And then once that happens, there's going to be another battle in training camp. So we're still far away from naming the starting quarterback, but I think so far in OTAs, you know, Sam Howell has definitely made himself a talking point when it comes to the starting quarterback. So want to continue to see him grow. I think Julian Love's you know, versatility as a safety is something that they're loving, right? He's a leader, but also can play multiple different positions, can come up, can stop the run. You can just tell that Julian Love put in the work this offseason and wants to be a better player overall. And he looks like he'll be the starting probably free safety for this team going into next season. But overall, man, you got to give them a lot of credit. They have done such a good job developing these guys, getting them in the right positions to succeed. I think Mike MacDonald is going to make sure that every single one of these guys is going to have big seasons, right? Not only with the Jerome Bakers, but the Terrell Dodsons, right? He's sidelined for a little bit, but there's other guys stepping up and looking good while they're out, right? Bobby Wagner, Jordan Brooks gone, Jerome Baker, Terrell Dodson in on one-year deals, and then you have guys like John Radigan and Patrick O'Connell looking really, really good as backup linebackers. But, you know, you could just tell that these guys could be starters in the NFL with the right amount of development. And, you know, it really shows that, you know, Radigan got some time in a blowout loss to Baltimore last season, and he's really starting to play better and better as time goes on. You could just tell in that game last year that he could be a player. And then you look at a guy like Tyrese Knight, who they you know, drafted in the 4th round, and then a UDFA and Easton Gibbs with the, you know, with the second team defense. All these guys are, you know, bringing out similar type mentalities of, listen, I'm here to work, I'm here to get better, and I'm here to win a job. At the end of the day, Mike MacDonald does such a good job getting these guys to their true potential, and we're already seeing that. But again, there's no pads, no contact. We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to see that, but so far so good here in Seattle. I feel like they're doing just such a great job. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. Who do you guys think is going to continue to stand out in the rest of OTAs? And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. And like I said, we'll be covering them for a ton of the offseason. And with that being said, I will see you guys